Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anna Free Force Big Club. Welcome to 2026. So, this is our first episode for this year, and I do appreciate your time and attention. So, today I'm going to share to you some five tips, practical tips to help you and me, reduce the risk of heart attack. I know this is just mundane ideas. Yes, indeed, it's practical. And I also do believe that there are some people who are healthy, who follow healthy diet, they do exercise regularly, but still had heart attacks. But the thing is, my point in this episode is that in my regard, whatever I do to myself, like I follow a healthy diet, I work out 3 to 4 times a week. I do my best to pull away from toxic people, to keep my peace. I do that because I respect myself. I value myself. In spite of the fact that I am at risk of heart attack at some point, those are the variables which are out of my control. Now, what I'm after in this session is that what you and me can do for ourselves, because we value ourselves, we love ourselves, and we do care about our future, our relationship, and the most part, as well as our future. Now, here are the 5 proven ways for you to avoid heart attack or any kind of heart diseases. Now, first things first. Yes, this is no-brainer. Follow or adopt a heart-healthy diet. I'm talking about eating healthy foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, any diet which suits you, especially at the start of the year, like high-protein diet, keto diet, to keep you in muscle, to keep you active, and strong, powered by your fats. So whatever you have in mind, at least you do it for yourself. You do it not because what people say, in spite of all the risk that surrounds us. Above all, we still do care and value ourselves. That's the most important thing. And another thing is you have to limit processed foods, sugar, and salty foods. The next thing, which is another, no-brainer thing to do to avoid heart attack, is for 2026, for the sake of being healthy, is to stay physically active. I'm talking about regular exercise. Yes, indeed, I do believe that people are different. People have different ways to keep themselves active. Some people love gardening, and that's what keeps them, energized, looking forward for their plants and flowers, fruits, and vegetables, what projects or whatever they have in the garden, to look forward every day and to take good care of. Some people do that. Some, they are well contented having brisk walking with their best friends, even 2 to 3 hours a week, even more, because they make time for themselves. They care about themselves. While others, yes, go to the gym, try some different variations for their muscles to improve their strength, endurance, and the size too. So people have different ways. But the main thing is, what really matters is your own way. So keep it up. Keep up the good work. Another thing, number 3 is avoid alcohol and smoking. I do understand not everybody loves alcohol. Not everybody likes drinking and smoking. Like me, I don't drink and smoke. And I was able to escape the 2024 office party because I was on holiday. So I didn't drink for the entire 2024. Now, 0 alcohol 2024. Sorry, it's 2025. Yeah, it's my bad. 0 alcohol for 2025. It's not because, I did love drinking before when I was younger. It's just that I'm not used to drinking anymore, and then I just leave it alone. I just decided to not make it the main thing, a part of my celebration. And this alcohol and smoking, they impede our normal circulation, arteries and veins. These vices build up clots, cholesterols that could block our heart, arteries over time for long-term use. Alcohol could even damage your liver in the long run. I do understand, yes, liver is hardcore. It will take years and years for you to destroy it, unless if you have a certain disease. But speaking about alcohol, it will take you years and years of usage. But when it is damaged, it's gonna be irreversible. That's the power of liver. So be a liver lover. And as time goes by, when our arteries are blocked, our muscle weakens because of the vices we do. We don't do follow healthy diet as well as keeping ourselves active because we choose alcohol. Look, it's never too late. There's always a hope while we're still alive. If you decided to stop smoking and drinking, or even just drinking in 2026, why not? There's nobody stopping you. If there are, those friends that you have, look, it's always gonna still boils down to your own decision, and it's a completely free will. Nobody pays you to decide what's good for you. It's just you, which means that you value yourself. It's 2026. You love yourself more, and you want to start clean for whatever reason you have. It could be for your own good, or for your kids, for your loved ones, for you to live longer and spend lovely time making memories with your family. Then why not? Protect and execute that decision to be healthy. Another thing is that always and always, prevention is better than cure. Number 4 is monitor and manage your health numbers. I'm talking about your blood works, cholesterol, sugar, even your weight, which reflects your diet and activity. Monitor your numbers. And to tell you, nobody's perfect. I have tried to be perfect, but it never happened. I always wanted to be 50 to 51 kilos. At the same time, I do also decide to treat myself and go beyond that, maybe for 2 weeks or a month, treating myself, but still making sure to go back to the original weight that I want. We're not AI, we're no robots to really follow through perfectly, but we can always go back. That's just the human nature, that we have flaws, but it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It's the end of us. We can always go back to our original plan. So it's time for blood works. Don't forget your annual checkup, and recheck also your blood pressure. And if you want to manage your weight, why not? Whatever you manage, whatever has been monitored or tracked will improve. What I'm trying to say is anything that you track, there's always a room for improvement for that. Because if you don't track the numbers, they could always go up or go down anytime without you knowing. So if you care about it, track it, monitor it, and have a system. Build a system for yourself. Lastly, look, this is much challenging now because of the technology. Everybody wants your attention. Social media, TikTok. You ended up, compromising your sleep. Now, this 2026, promise yourself that you will prioritize your sleep and manage your stress. The way when you have enough sleep, let's just say 7 or 8 hours, that's good enough for some people. Some people would be happy and contented having 6 hours of sleep. Some wanted to have 10 hours. And when you know that, when you stay late on your phone up to 2 o'clock, knowing that you're gonna go to work at 7, so why not sleep early? I know it's easier said than done because there's a lot of temptation nowadays, but it's still going to be your decision, because When you have a good sleep and you're stressed out at work or wherever your agenda for the following day, when you have a good enough sleep, it's there's a high probability that it could easily bounce back. You could easily prevent the stress. You are more focused and intentional the following day because you have good amount of rest to recharge your body. So it's still going to boil down from your decision. Taking good care of ourselves, it's always going to be just our intention, our decision to do that. In spite of all the therapies, what your parents will say to you, what your partner or spouse will say to you, the decision will always going to be yours. It will start from you. Yes, indeed, other people could help you out with that. And also, when you decide to take care of yourself fully, it's also important to protect that decision. So, if you decided to adapt a healthy diet, stay active, avoid vices like alcohol, smoking, monitor your numbers, your health numbers, and prioritize your sleep as well as manage your sleep. Manage your stress. Sorry about that. For 2026, look, there's no stopping you, and who benefits it? Still you. And once again, this is my first episode for this year. I do really appreciate your time and attention coming here and having time hanging out with me. Thank you very much, and let's learn and venture new things every year. And if you haven't done that before, 2026 is just around the corner, waiting for you to make a move, to act, to execute what you're planning for, to be unstoppable, to be better you. And all the best for this year, for you and me. And yeah, I do appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much. Thank you, and all the best.